Hoi hoi! Hi, lovely, beautiful people. I'm Sap PDP Cycling, and here's a vlog. And just to let you know, I am in a hospital right now. It's SIPH, so it's Thai name is Sirilat Piyak Mahakalun. It's like a, you know, like Queen Elizabeth Hospital, that it has the expensive version of it that you have to pay by yourself. So that's the hospital that I am in right now. And I am here for a sleep test because I've been feeling sick lately. I feel really tired, sleepy all the time, kinda forget things easily, and I can only stay awake just a few hours at a time before I need to take a nap or take some kind of serious stimulant like caffeine and such as coffee, of course. You may ask why I take the sleep test apart from what I felt like, tired, sleepy. Oh, you can be just a lazy boy, and it could be just COVID, and it just make you feel that way. But just to let you know that it's not just happened just now. It's been like this for like a year, could be more. I don't know. But what I know for sure that I feel like I knew there's something wrong with me, and it could be more than a year because I used to talk to my dad. I called him and I said, "Dad, I'm not feeling well for some reason. I don't know." And I told him, "Dad, you know what? I used to cycle like 20K, and nowadays it's just home and university, and then that's it. I don't want to do it anymore. I just don't want to ride any further. I just 6 kilometer is just great for me." So I just noticed that something wrong there. But what kind of tipped me off is it could be when I went to Scotland on a road trip with Richie, and I snore really loud, so loud that I annoy him, and he couldn't stay in the same room with me. He has to go to the hallway. He slept in the hallway, and I feel really bad about it. Really, I just feel really bad about it. And there's a time that when I came back to Thailand, I went to the bike race, the one I got third place anyway. And because it's enduro race, it's not very physical demanding, and that's why I still win the race, despite of having the symptom. Because it's mostly downhill. It's an enduro race, and you know that they time when you're just going down, not when you go riding up. So that's the reason I still won the race. Anyway, back to my problem. Um, basically, um, what did I forgot. Shit, I forgot what I wanted to say. But basically, um, the last one is my wife. She told me that I snore louder than it used to be, and from time to time I stop. It's like, the interruption is there, and that's not a very good sign. So I did a little bit of research, and no, it's not very good to do a Google for medical symptom whatsoever. It's not great to do that, so please don't do that. But I talked to my boss. I told him, look, got this coming up with me, and I can't really work because he proposed like a project that we could work on. We can write a few papers, and I said, to be honest, I can't work. I I can't because I'm really sick. So then he recommended that maybe I should take a sleep test, but I need to talk to the doctor first, and because it's not very easy to book such a consulting with the doctor. And also the sleep test is like takes so long. My boss, he took 6 months just to get the damn test, and for me it's 2 weeks. So I just, why not just do it? But it's very expensive. It's like 300, almost 400 pounds, and maybe almost 70 pounds for COVID test. It's not rapid antigen test. It's a CPR test. I think it's the one, the slow one, the more expensive one anyway. So overall, it's about 500 pounds approximately, give or take. Everything up until now, except if they can conclude that my sleep apnea is not just stop breathing, it's just a serious sleep apnea. Probably have to take this thing. I mean, I have to have it. I believe this one is a CPAP, which is a kind of positive pressure, something that designated to help me to maintain my breathing throughout the night. Because basically, once you have the sleep apnea, you stop breathing, and that's restrict the amount of oxygen go to your brain, and your brain just not working so well without oxygen. So you get sleepy, you start to forget things, and that's happened to me. And another thing is, I'm not sure it's about sleep apnea, but I just feel that I kind of lost my temper, like so quick, and very almost with everything, any little things, it just tipped me off, and then I just get into that rage mode, and I want to fix that. I know it could be my personality, it could be my fault, but in my opinion, it's kind of getting worse, and it's kind of something driven me from inside. And so I'm here at the hospital waiting for the time to take for them to install the sensor on me, and with the data locking, which probably will be stick on my body, and maybe also my head and whatever. And I just want to show you guys there's a camera up there to monitor my sleep. There's a something which I believe is like the center of the data locker. The room has a bed with really tiny small, and got some reception there, some it's like a hotel rather than a hospital for me, because it's really expensive room. By the way, this is 15th floor, so it's like the top floor, and that's the reason why it's so expensive. Let me show you. Here is the dressing area, so you can dress up here. You got really nice bathroom, so also like got the feature for disabled people, and really nice. Like I said, it's more like a hotel, but still it's a hotel with safety features for less able people. I don't want to say disabled, and I can even invite someone to stay with me, but he or she will have to pay for the COVID test, so it's another 70 quid. Don't do that. So rather use that money for something else. I even took my workstation, and I'm about to start working, and then right now it's like almost 7:30. I just don't feel like I want to work anymore, so probably I just gonna read a paper and then hit the hay. And I want to show the view, but it's so dark and you can't really see anything, so I probably won't show you anything apart from the machine, what you call it, the rig. The data locker rig. I call it that. And there's a clothing for from the hospital for sick people. I'm not sure if I have to wear one of these. They did not tell me, and I'm not sure if I have to. I just not to wear it. So I don't know. We will see about that later. And that's pretty much it for the update in terms of my health. And the other thing that would be my PhD, which um, how can I say is I'm not saying it's not going anywhere, but I finished writing up a bit. I mean, I finished the first draft and I sent it to my supervisors for a while now. He got back to me with some correction, and I will start doing that soon. I wanted to do it tonight, but I just don't have the mood to do it. And mostly it's about the flow of the thesis. A literature review is not going along with the kind of work I have done, and I think it's more about the way that your supervisor and your work, we all have to agree the same thing, so that's how to work together. And I believe that he has better idea than me, so I I I trust him. So that's why he's my supervisor. And then I would just have to try my best to do the correction, and then we set up a meeting on Thursday. That would be 7:30 in Thailand, so it's probably about this time, and I'm probably very tired. And I will try my best to stay awake and try to understand what he tried to say, and try my best to make him understand my point about what I wrote in my thesis and also my papers, because I submit to 2 papers at the moment, 2 of them, and hopefully that it will be published sometime next year, not too long. So it could be like a really, novel work, if I might say so. Right. About life, not so great. I mean, I'm great with my wife, but I would say the situation about the marriage, the shit like that, probably if you guys heard me talking right now, just want to tell you that please, I would really appreciate it to not to talk about this topic. And because every time someone talk about this topic, I couldn't stop them from talking that topic, and it's really stressed me because I'm not in the position to consider marriage. Just to let you know, I'm already, legally speaking, married. But in the eye of the society, I'm not. And there's a big expectation and money involved, which I do not have the money to fulfill the requirement, let's say that. And if just to let you guys know that, my income, maybe 1/3 is already gone with the house. Another one, almost 1/3, yeah, slightly less than the house. The house is like 11,000, and about 9,000 is payback. It is half of that is a payback that I took the big loan before, I doing my degree, because I need to pay for Gerard Hall for the whole year. So that's a lot of money I didn't have at the time. I did have money, but I don't want to use that money, so I took the loan, and now I'm paying back right now. And about 4,000 is I don't know what you call it. It's like you buying a share, stake share. I don't know what you call it. It's like a small part of the company. I don't know. Is that stakeholder? So it's like compulsory to buy that, and you will buy that based on your income. So they have the minimum number that you have to buy based on your income. So it's like they make the way that you will save money. So that money is not going anywhere. It just will be my money in the future. And in terms of the interest, it's they don't really call it interest. If you guys know, let me know. But it's like once the business doing so well, at the end of the year they give that money back to you. That's the kind of money it is. I don't know. I'm not really good with finance. So that is like 4,000, and I have to pay for another one. It's like a saving for my retirement. So it's take 4% from my income. So it's like 1,000 something baht. So they took that money, they put in a kind of investment unit. So it's very similar to the first one, but this one is like they just told me that it's just three kind of them, ranging from the risks. So the one that I selected, that I took, it was the highest, the one with the highest risk. So what you call it, that the money, the return, the profit is like the biggest one, and it doesn't seem it's doing really well because of COVID. So kind of like I'm not really making money off that, but I still do have 4%. But the good thing is that I have 4% for my own money, and the university, my workplace, they pay another 11%. So I will have like 15% of my income as my money for my retirement, because I am not public servant, and I am kind of like government worker, but I'm not. I am university worker, and it's a university that kind of belong to the government. It's so complicated, but long story short, I do not have pension. So all the money I will have is just for myself. One is from that first one, the first part, 4,000 baht, and another one is this 1,000 something, yada yada, plus, which is 4%, and it will be 15% because 11% from my workplace. So I probably have a few million baht when I retired, but if I plan it right and do good investments, I probably can have probably 5 million baht when I'm retired. Probably if I don't spend too much money, and if I don't have children, I'll probably save a lot of money. But you don't know what kind of life it's gonna be. I don't really know. And if you heard me, if you love me, please, I would really appreciate to not talking about that. Please don't talk about marriage. Second thing, please don't talk about having children. Please, that will save me a lot of stress. I already have a lot of stress already, and I could use your help to create more stress, right? And I hope you guys understand my situation, and you can help me a little bit by not asking me about the two things I asked you not to ask me. And I hope you stay safe, stay healthy, take care of your health, take care of your people, your family, take care of everyone you love. And I see you next time in the next video. Bye bye.